We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed, and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Well, this defense for the Cards, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 94 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. The numbers for Sanders last week, 17 carries, 58 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jones. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is taken at the 15. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. First down, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. To throw is Brissett. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Brissett's throw brought in by Bellinger. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. It's Barkley on the counter. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now with 3-0 lead. So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too. So being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when
it's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run with Sanders off the option. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the gun, Brissett. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wan'Dale Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out now come the Cardinals. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they work this out past the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a 1st. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Brissett to throw on first. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Brissett again. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. On third down, Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
A lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. Nine seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The final shot before break. Jones. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. 50 yards rushing forward down to this point.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be Jones himself on the option. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Now a carry for Sanders. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing, Brissett over the middle, and it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys.
He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Colin Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now Jones. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, Took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here at MetLife Stadium. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Throwing, Jones. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Up the middle they go. Corbin, and he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now Brissett. He finds his man. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. Wandale Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The football going back over to Arizona now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He's going deep for Brown. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass.